Well, hello there and welcome to the channel. My name's Todd. If you saw one of my earlier videos, I talked about this chandelier that I purchased. I picked it up a couple months ago, picked it up at the Goodwill store, and only paid $6 for it. What a steal, right? Well, my plan was to use it for part of the Halloween theming for the studio in here this fall, and that is, the theme would be an undertaker, the business of an undertaker, like a coffin maker, cabinet maker, and I wanted some creepy lighting in here. So I thought this would work out great. So my plan is to run some wire and hang it up here in the middle of the ceiling. So let me get down here to the table and I'll tell you more about this project. Alright, so as you can see, I've already got the wiring ready to go. Before I put the paneling on the interior of the shed, I ran some regular 14-2 wire with the intention of eventually hanging a light up there in the middle of the ceiling. And this is connected to a switch here. Now I may or may not go back and maybe replace this with a dimmer switch. I'm not sure yet. But I guess this is where I'll say, before you attempt to do any electrical projects, make sure you know what the local codes are and that you know what you're doing so you don't get hurt. So my plan here is to install this electrical box in the middle of the ceiling there, and then I'm going to run this wire through some 3/4 inch gas pipe so I can hide the wire, which will look, I think, really neat. So let me show you exactly what that'll look like, because I did the same thing to the lighting over the bar here. So let me turn the camera around and I'll give you a look at it. This is the gas lighting I created a couple years ago for the bar area. And what I did was I connected up this gas tubing here, which is a 3/4 inch, and then I ran my wire through the tubing, which is connected to an electrical box up here, which is controlled by a switch that also has a dimmer switch on it, so I can control the lighting the way I want it. And then to the gas piping and the electrical wire, I added these light sockets, which also have a controller on them. And then these metal plates here are actually the liners that you find under an electric stove, which I thought was a pretty cool idea, and they work out for what I wanted to use them for. So I'm kind of going to do the similar thing up here, only I'm not going to build the light fixture because I have the chandelier, but I will run the gas piping up there and fish the wire through it. So the first step I'm going to do is attach this electrical box, which is a ceiling fan box, and it's rated for 70 pounds, which shouldn't be a problem because the chandelier I think weighs about 10 pounds. Now these have little knockouts on them, so what I'll do is I'll knock it out, and then I will attach one of these screw type compression fittings to the electrical box. Now the compression fitting is a 1/2 inch, so I'll start out with a 1/2 inch pipe, and then I'll do a transition to a 3/4 inch pipe the rest of the way, and I'll fish my wire through it and connect it up to this electrical box over here. So I'm going to do that now, and then I'll shoot some video of me doing it, and then when I'm done I'll show you what it looks like. Now I did order some flickering light bulbs that should be delivered today that I will install on the chandelier. So hopefully once I get that all done, I'll show you what it all looks like, and then also perhaps tell you how I might decorate it. So stick around and I'll be back. I'll use these metal clamps to attach the gas pipe to the ceiling. Now I went ahead and sprayed these with some black matte spray paint, and I think I'm going to do the same thing with the electrical box that I have on the ceiling up there. And I should have did that before I attached it. I still think I can paint it though, it won't be a problem, or I might take it down, I'm not sure. I only got one screw in it so far, so we'll see. So this part was a little tricky, not gonna lie to you. I don't have this tightened yet, and of course this isn't totally attached all the way. But what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and run some wire through this pipe and bring it out here, and then I'll connect up the other pipe leading down the wall. Well, so far so good. I just have a little bit more to do. This last section right here. I've been kind of working on and off on it. But hopefully I can get it finished up today. Alright, well that was quite a workout. All I need to do now is connect the two wires here in the junction box. Make sure that's tied up there. And then hang the chandelier. Well, I got it done. Looks pretty nice. I think the next step will be to put some of these flickering lights that I bought off Amazon into the chandelier. Right now it has some LED bulbs in it that came with the light, and they're rather bright. These will be kind of dull and have a flickering effect. I'm not sure if these will be bright enough, so I may have to swap them out and maybe get some of the flame lights that might be a little bit brighter. But we'll see. So let me go ahead and do that now, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Well, what do you think? Leave a comment below. As far as decorating, I'm not sure I'm going to do anything with it. I kind of like the simplicity. I like the ironwork and the flickering bulbs in it. I think it looks great the way it is. I'll probably just leave it up there and let it collect dust, and that'll add a little bit of spookiness to it. Perhaps throw some creepy cloth on it. I'm not sure. I'll probably have to wait until this fall when I start decorating for Halloween. I think I'm going to wrap this video up, and hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did like it, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Talk to you later.